Hello, John from Peter Tyson. If you're building a new hi-fi system, you're faced with a big choice. Do you go for a simple, elegant, all-in-one solution, or do you build a custom separate system? Let's put these two approaches head to head and help you decide what to do. Now let's do this properly. In one corner we have the ruler of the all-in-ones, my personal absolute favourite luxury combined system, the Marantz Grand Horizon. In the other corner, a separate dream team consisting of the Marantz Model 50 integrated amplifier, the Marantz Model 50 CDN compact disc and network player, and rather stunning pair of Bowers & Wilkins 706 S3 loudspeakers on their FS700 speaker stands. Let's find out which is the right choice for you. Both of these systems, give or take a couple of quid, cost around the same amount of money. As always, links to all the equipment featured in the video with prices will be linked down in the description below. Let's start with the all-in-one, the Marantz Grand Horizon. It's a masterclass in elegant design and convenience. It's a single, beautiful object that contains everything you need to start listening to high-quality music. It's an amplifier, streamer, DAC, digital sound processor and multiple speakers, all in one. Perfectly engineered to work together. The good stuff? Well, simplicity. This is the main appeal. You have one box to set up with one power cable and a beautifully unified user interface. It's plug and play hi-fi at its best. It even has room calibration software too, so it can do the fine tuning for you, sounding good regardless of where you place it. And on aesthetics, the Grand Horizon's design is stunningly modern and uncluttered. It's a statement piece that fits seamlessly into any room, without the visual complexity of multiple components. And Marantz has done all of the work for you. The amplifier, streaming components are all perfectly matched and housed in one single chassis, ensuring optimal performance and a consistent Japanese tuned sound that Marantz is famous for, and ultimately fuss-free sound. This isn't form over function like some all-in-ones are accused of. It sounds incredible. You can customize it to your taste if you want clean and detailed sound for some focused listening, or you want to fill a room with warm, gentle background music, or you just want to upset your neighbours. You can do it all with easy-to-use logical controls in one app. DSP, or digital sound processing, means that clever software can project sound into the room and make Grand Horizon sound much taller and wider than it is. And for those with limited space, a single unit is a huge win. Perfect, you might think. All boxes ticked. Well, not quite. The biggest trade-off, if you want to upgrade your amplifier, your streamer, or whatever component it may be, you can't. You have to replace the entire unit. You're locked into a single box solution. Although there is some connectivity for things like a CD player or turntable, all-in-ones generally are more limited than hi-fi, should you want to add additional sources later down the line. And if one component fails, your entire system has to go in for service, leaving you potentially without music for the duration. And although the sound is very impressive, you want true hi-fi stereo sound with an image that places the band in front of you where you can pick instruments out in 3D space. An all-in-one can only give you a software-derived approximation of that experience. Now for the separate system. For a similar price as the Grand Horizon, you could assemble this incredible setup. We have the Marantz Model 50 integrated amplifier, the Marantz Model 50 CDN compact disc and network streaming player, and the very impressive Bowers & Wilkins 706 S3 speakers on proper B&W stands, with all of the suitable cables you'll need to connect it all together and get going. Ultimate flexibility is the separate system superpower. You want to upgrade to a more powerful amp later on? You can. You want to swap out your speakers for a larger pair, or just fancy a different colour or finish? No problem. Add a turntable, connect your TV, add a subwoofer. Each component is a building block that you can change and improve over time. With separate power supplies and dedicated chassis for each component, you minimise the risk of internal electrical interference. Electrical interference leads to noise, that's bad for good sound. This means a cleaner, more detailed sound for you. You can mix and match brands to create a truly personalised sound. The Marantz amp and streamer paired with the legendary B&W speakers create a specific sonic signature that you just wouldn't get in a single box. You can pick and choose your favourite components in each category, or make everything match aesthetically as you wish. And of course, that hi-fi experience. Hi-fi literally stands for high fidelity. The goal of all that careful production that went into making your favourite album is to make it sound good when you play it at home. A true, well set up stereo hi-fi system will make your music sound much closer to the way that the artist initially intended. And it's fun. Once you've heard your favourite music played on a good, well set up hi-fi system, it can be pretty tricky to go back to anything else. It can be like hearing your music for the first time all over again. It just gets under your skin and it quickly becomes a hobby. But there are always downsides, of course. It's a more involved setup. It's crucial to get your gear set up correctly to get the most from your investment. And you have multiple boxes, multiple power cords and interconnect cables. You also need to do the research to ensure components are a good match for each other. And a separate system, whilst impressive, takes up more space and can be visually less streamlined than a single all-in-one unit. Although there are some very impressive bits of hi-fi that sit somewhere in the middle of all-in-one and full separates, that's another video entirely. And yes, I know I said that the two systems in the video are roughly the same price, and they are, but if you have a separate system, it can be all too tempting to think about that next upgrade or get excited when the newer version of your speakers or amplifier get released. It is fun, but like any hobby, it can be a financial slippery slope. All-in-one or separates. It can be daunting, with hi-fi reviews and forums that often contain conflicting information and technical details that can sound like an alien language. If you're new, or sometimes even if you're not new, it can be confusing. Trust your ears, use your retailer if you can, preferably Peter Tyson, obviously. We listen to lots of kit every day, and it's our hobby too. Use our collective knowledge and experience. A reputable dealer that supplies many brands should help steer you right, rather than just sell you the most expensive option. So who is each system for? Well, if I was picking between the two systems here, choose the all-in-one Marantz Grand Horizon if you want a fantastic high-performance system with minimal hassle. You value simplicity, a clean aesthetic, and you're happy with the long-term commitment to a single, beautifully engineered product. It's for the person who wants just to enjoy the music without the fuss. Or, if you already have an amazing hi-fi that you love, all-in-one systems can be a great addition for good music reproduction in secondary rooms, where another full system just wouldn't be practical. And choose the separate system like Marantz and B&W if you value the absolute best sound per pound from your music system, or you're a true enthusiast who would like to get into the hobby of hi-fi. You want the flexibility to grow and upgrade your system over time. You're willing to put the effort in to assemble a system that's perfectly tailored to your tastes. It's for the person who loves the journey as much as the destination. And I know I've picked two relatively extravagant systems to compare, but these general rules still apply when comparing like-for-like systems regardless of price point. At the end of the day, both these approaches can give you a fantastic hi-fi experience. The important thing is to understand the trade-offs and choose the path that best fits your lifestyle and your passion for music. Let me know in the comments which system you would choose and why. It's all linked down in the description as usual. If you want an audition to some hi-fi gear, give us a call. We'll get everything set up for you. Until then, you'll see me in the next video. Take care.